and something you referenced, kind of the difference between an allergy and an intolerance to food.
Sure.
And tell me a little bit about the difference, but also why it's important to know the difference.
The definition of a food allergy is very general, actually. It's simply an inflammatory or an immunologic reaction to a food. So that's pretty simple, and it actually would encompass potentially a food intolerance as well as even an anaphylactic risk food allergy. Because if we're talking just very generally an allergy, if this is just an immune response to a food, we then would secondarily sort of identify which type of an immune response to that food. I think traditionally the word allergy, though, is associated with anything that has an anaphylactic or more serious reaction to a food that is on what we call the IgE mediated spectrum of food allergy. And so that's typically how we utilize that word. However, allergy does just simply mean an inflammatory reaction to a food. When it comes to a food intolerance, I wish that I could describe what inflammatory cascade is happening in that, but we really don't know. I think that medicine is there's still quite a gap in our ability to explain what's happening in the body when somebody has a food intolerance. Unfortunately, it is a clinical diagnosis, though. There's not a perfect diagnostic test, whether that would be doing an endoscopy or scope, looking on the inside for different cells, or whether that would be doing any blood test or skin test to look for the foods.
Yeah.